So I want to do something new. And I dove in with, recently we did a joint venture partnership. These are the CERC executives of the commercial funding and solar division at CERC, which by the way is a publicly traded solar company. And we dove in together here over the last couple of weeks and really dove into Section 179, Section 179D. And how can we help our industry, which are primarily roofing contractors, going after large loss claims, understand, first of all, tax deductions as it relates to commercial re-roofing, which is one conversation by itself I'm going to go over. Secondly, there's another Section 179D incentive, plus an MCRS, I can't remember this, MCRS bonus incentive depreciation, which makes the commercial re-roofing sales process very attractive when you understand how to apply the tax strategy, both from a re-roofing strategy for tax deductions and an energy efficient or solar installation strategy in terms of tax deductions to tell an entire story about how to make that building more energy efficient, get a new roof on, all that. And you guys are here, and I know you're gonna be part of this in Storm Boot Camp. We haven't put your bobbleheads up there yet, but we will. We'll have you help to support that. So real quick, guys, some of you guys probably saw a post. I want to talk to you about Section 179. Some people understand it, some people don't. I learned new things just this last week diving into this. For you guys that are approaching, talking to REITs, property managers, risk managers, Section 179 of the RS tax code under Trump, good job Trump, 2018, passed an act that allows the commercial building owner to write off 100% of the commercial re-roof, non-residential, that means unfortunately not HOAs, but all other like commercial buildings, re-roof, 100% up to $1 million in the first year.
That's a major play right there.
Yeah. Prior to that, prior to 2017, you had to depreciate the re-roof over 38 years. So now if you have $1 million re-roof, you can write that off first year against your income. Now, if you're a commercial building owner, you could own commercial buildings like a REIT does. You might have income coming from a business. You might consolidate it all under an S corporation. At the end of the day, income's income. It might wipe out income from one of the other businesses. It doesn't have to be related to that building per se. So you consolidate all those tax deductions, it wipes out income. I'm going to show you the summary here in a minute. It's an amazing tax deduction by itself, Section 179. Some key points about Section 179 before I get into the energy efficient part, which is Section 179D. And again, we're going to cover this in grave detail next 2 weeks from now in Storm Boot Camp. A lot of questions come up about Section 179. You can write off the 100% of the roof. You can also write off a portion of the old roof that you were depreciating. So there's two scenarios there. You can also get a new roof and write it off even if you don't pay for it yet. So this comes up a lot. Guys are asking, well, what if the insurance company paid for it? Can I write off the roof? Yes, you can. What if I financed the roof through commercial funding like what you guys do? Can I write off the full RCV or replacement value of that roof in year one, even though I financed it with no money down and spent not a penny? Yes, you can. 100%. What if I received $1 million for that commercial re-roof from Chubb Insurance, but I didn't spend $1 except my deductible to pay for it? I can write off the full re-roof value as long as I started installing it in that year, okay? It's an amazing tax deduction, guys. It's and I'm gonna show you a summary here what that means. If you're a business owner, if you make money, have a lot of income, it's probably one of the best tax loopholes I've seen in U.S. history on this one as it applies to re-roofing. There's other things about repairs and stuff like that we'll get into next week, but we put together a proposal, guys. I'm not gonna get into semantics, we'll be sharing this next week, where we help our contractors, that's SVGU clients, and our solar dealers put together a commercial proposal. Not just includes your roof scope and price. A lot of you guys are dropping bids off in the mailbox. You're showing up and introducing yourselves and your company to HOAs, property management companies, REITs, they call large loss or property, different players in the commercial segment. When you come in with a proposal like this, you're going to get their attention because you're going to show them not only your scope and price and possibly insurance coverage, which is great, but how do I use all that and get a tax deduction of a magnitude most people haven't seen before? And most of these commercial building owners, because I talked to some of them, have no clue about Section 179. or they're confused about Section 179D. So we're gonna dive into this at Storm Bootcamp and show you guys how this works. We're also gonna develop the proposals for you at no charge.
Guys, this is a big package that is really helpful when basically presenting this to a commercial building owner, which we provide to you guys.
Let's show them the meat
free.
and potatoes.
Yeah, let's check
So
it out.
Section 179 is one thing, guys. That's a re-roof itself. Let's dive into Section 179D over here. This has to do with energy efficiency, which is incremental to Section 179. It's frosting on the cake.
So guys, remember, we put this whole package to you guys at no cost, which is nice. Full summary of what to expect, what the system cost is, what the re-roof is. But what's nice is it shows you different graphs on what you guys are going to be saving over the course of the 25 years. So if we keep driving down, right, you see the cost of doing nothing, right? This is a solar payment, this is an old utility. So we break this down for every commercial building. That way those business owners are able to actually look at this and compare apples to what they're doing. Bunch of different finance options, which are really nice.
Let's get down to that. Let's get down to the tax, way down there.
Let's go down to the tax part.
Now I know you guys are like, they're looking at us going, man, that's a lot of spaghetti up there. We produce, with our partners, guys, we produce these commercial roof proposals for you, again, for SVGU clients and those that are solar dealers, through our relationship here with CERC.
There we go. A little bit down, there we go.
That's the energy.
And it's this one right here.
Boom. Okay, so in addition, over here, we have the Section 179 write-off, which is 100% first year full roof replacement up to $1 million. That's that. In addition to that, if we were to apply energy efficiency, like solar panels, for example, we can write off 26% plus an MACRS bonus depreciation leading up to it's $1.80 a square foot. It's almost basically 50% of the solar installation in a commercial building. When you combine these two tax deductions together, look, some of you guys might just utilize this one in this proposal. Some of you guys might just utilize this one. Not every commercial building needs a new roof. Some of you guys might go back to your old pipeline and apply this. But when you combine them together, it's probably one of the largest tax loopholes in U.S. history I've ever seen for a business owner. It's an incredible proposal to look at. If you look at it this way, guys, instead of just dropping off a bid in the mailbox or to that property manager or to that building owner or to that REIT or to that risk manager or to that facility manager, you're going to drop that off too, and we're going to show you what that proposal looks like next week when we do our Storm Bootcamp. You also tie in the tax strategy and what that means in terms of Section 179 and Section 179D. Believe me, you're going to get their attention. You're going to get a seat at that table. Their CFO is going to come talking to you. They'll probably bring their CPA in. This is a major, major tax write-off and deduction. I'm excited about it. And this is what I'm going to contribute to Storm Bootcamp next week on October 1st and 2nd. Let me break it down in a summary for you, better yet. So if we take, it's a lot to adjust, guys. So if we take a business income statement, could be a factory, could be an apartment complex, whatever. Let's just say they made $20 million in 2020 in revenue, and their cost of goods sold was $15 million. Their net income, or EBITDA, for you tax guys, earnings before interest, taxes, and amortization, is $5 million. That's typically what a business is taxed on at year end. Okay, this tax liability on this scenario is about $1.8 million. Anybody ever wrote a $1.8 million check to the federal government? It sucks. I haven't wrote one that high, but I wrote one pretty high before. It's not a fun deal, okay? So every business owner in the world, whether they're a commercial building owner, they own businesses, they're trying to figure out how do I reduce this tax liability? Sucks.
How do I not pay $1.8 million a year? Right?
And there's only so many ways to do it. There's only so many Starbucks coffees you go and have a business conversation with your or a hotel travel trip, whatever. There's only so many ways to reduce this. However, under Section 179, if I were to do this roof, let's say it's $1 million roof. Let's say it's an insurance claim. Guys, if it's an insurance claim, they're not paying for it. So now they're paying their deductible, but they're not paying for the actual re-roof. But they still can write it off